Howdy y'all. Today I am doing a slow cooker meal and I thought I would share it with you. So what you will need is a pork loin ribeye roast, and I saved the little tag so I could show you exactly what it is. It is a pork roast, a ribeye roast, a boneless chef's prime roast. And this one happens to be a Tyson brand pork roast. Okay, so I have a seasoning blend here. It's mostly Cavender's Greek seasoning with a little of this and that added in. So this roast, and of course we have immaculately clean hands. Always wash your hands, scrub your hands before cooking. Okay, so we have this nice roast here, and we are going to season it while our cast iron skillet is getting super hot over here. I got it on high. And in the skillet I have a little bit of rendered bacon fat. I fried up a few pieces of bacon and I left the fat in there just a while ago. I knew I was going to do this, so I'm using that bacon fat to do this. So we're going to season and we're going to rub it in really good. You want to be sure after you wash your meat to dry it. It's important to dry your roast if you want it to turn out right. It doesn't stick very good to the seasonings and it doesn't brown very good if it's dripping wet. So be sure and dry your roast and season it really well. Okay, so while the skillet is getting super hot, we want it smoking hot, and it's almost there. It's almost there. I'll show you the other ingredients. So we have red and yellow new potatoes, carrots, celery, and onion. Okay, so smoking hot, looks like it's ready. We're gonna lay this, the fatty side, down in here. Okay, let me move some of this stuff. You want that good and hot. Okay, here's my slow cooker. Okay, while that browns, there's a couple other things that you might want to put in here. One is the wonderful Lipton onion soup mix. That's going to be our sauce base. And another wonderful item that I love, I'm sorry, the cat is down there, are these wonderful slow cooker liners. These are great. I discovered these when I was catering, and they're fantastic. You put them in the cooker and you can actually pick up the bag and transfer it to a chafing dish for service, which is wonderful if you're a caterer. But if you're a home cook, it just saves on dishes so much. It's wonderful. So I'm going to use one of these liners. And yeah, we'll let that cook a little bit longer. Okay, they're kind of big, these liners, so you got plenty of room to work with. You just stick them in and fold them over like that. Perfect. Now if you're going to have a big, like, barbecue and you're going to do a lot of hot dogs, you can put several packs of hot dogs in here with a little bit of chicken stock and heat them, and then you can just ball this up like this and you have a big bag full of prepared hot dogs. So that's really cool for, like, if you're doing a big school thing, bunch of kids and stuff. I love these bags. They're fantastic. Okay, let's turn our pot roast over. See that? That's what we're looking for. We want this all the way around on our pot roast. So while it's cooking a little more, I'm going to add some water. here to our slow cooker. It can be hot if you want it to be hot. I'm going to turn my slow cooker on high. It can be hot if you want it to be hot, or you can just go with regular room temperature water. And then I'm going to put the onion soup mix in there. And give it a bit of a whisk. Okay. So we've got that prepped. Into the bottom here, I'm going to go ahead and put the onion. This is just chopped onion. Everything's kind of largely chopped because I'm going to cook it forever. So we'll put all the onion down in there. And that is ready for our roast. So let's turn it again. Up on this side. Beautiful. You see the beautiful browning. We certainly want that. And a cast iron skillet does it just right. So we're going to get it brown on all sides. And while that's browning, I'll put a few of our vegetables in. Not too many. About half. And some carrots. And some celery. Okay. Give that a little mix around there. Oh, look. I caught a potato. Okay. Let's turn this guy up on its end. We want to brown every surface. Sometimes you gotta hold it. Sometimes it won't just sit there. We're gonna brown every surface. This really gives it a very good flavor, and it sears it to keep the juiciness inside, and it really improves your slow cooker roast to sear it on all sides. Okay, so that's pretty much there. I'm going to turn off the heat and let it finish just like that. And we're going to call that sucker good. You pull this off of the heat and maybe put that where you can see down in it a little bit. Alright, we're going to nestle our roast right down in there. I'm going to kind of move our vegetables a little bit. Make sure he gets down in there. Okay. Now on top of him, we will put the rest of our veggies. The rest of the potatoes, the rest of the carrots, and the rest of the celery. I put all the onions in on the beginning. Then we'll bring the water up to just cover. Looks like it's just gonna fit there, all my goodies. Okay. And then I will leave this on high until it begins to boil, and then I will turn it down to low, and I will leave it on low all night long. I will wind up cooking this 16, 18, possibly 20 hours. And then we'll have a delicious pork pot roast with all the veggies. So thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Y'all be sweet.